Welcome to MSPN. I'm Robert Bronson, the president of Mississippi Youth Sports Association, along with sidekick here, Tim Ward. We live in the studio. Tim, we had a pretty good last week and everything. How did your picks work out last week?
My picks worked out pretty good last week. Pretty good. Had the Broncos C team. They came through at the end for me. I had a couple teams rally to make sure my picks came out all right, but it was a good week. How about you?
Well, we enjoyed the game of the week. Went into overtime. Which we don't like overtime, but if you're gonna be one, let it be the game of the week and everything. What do you think about that overtime game, that game of the week?
It was a good game. It was a great game. We're not a fan of overtime here in Mason, but it was the game of the week. But also the strategy. Both teams needed a win, and they played like both teams needed a win. And to come down to a game going into overtime and both teams fighting hard to get their first win, and in the end, 49ers pulled it out.
Right, like I said, we don't like overtime. We figured we give you 4 quarters and win somebody to win the game. But it came down to, I guess, a real sensitive call at the end, because Barry had scored, to get the touchdown, but he needed a 2-point conversion, and forgot he had used the timeout on defense, and then they have a timeout. So, when the offense call a timeout, don't have it, they lose it down, so he didn't get a chance to do the extra point. So, it's kind of still probably weighing heavy on his heart. But it was an exciting game. If you're going to go into overtime, you might well be the game of the week.
Right.
And I think that we had a pretty good week overall. We had some games, and Natchez was called because of the weather. They didn't get a chance to play down there, and they were power out down there, and they also had water issues down there. But Falcons will be back this week. I'm trying to take it out on somebody else. We know how that goes.
Right.
So we know we got an exciting week coming up and everything. And when we come back, we're gonna go for our picks. I know everybody's waiting on those. I'm gonna be watching.
I'm gonna be watching.
Are you watching?
I'm watching. Are you watching?
A game of Smithville, we got the Redskins taking on the Titans. So, what you got on those games?
Man, Redskins, Titans.
I feel a broom coming.
Yeah, I feel a broom coming.
I think we going with the sweep. Those Redskins going to sweep the Titans. It's not going to be nice. Got breaking news coming in. Redskin coaches saying, from sources unknown, saying they scored 30 points on each team this week. They're going 90 points, across the board this week on the Titans. Beat all 3 Titans by 30 points?
Wow.
Okay, well, we appreciate that, Larry, Rico, and Chuck. Y'all called me and saying that. So Titans, y'all need to be rallying up around there and shock the world.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It would be a shock, but me personally, I wouldn't want them to hang 30 on if they predicted it per se. So Titans, you got something to look forward to. Hey, shock the world, prove them wrong.
That's right. Our next game is Smithville. We got a C-Team Giants game versus C-Team Steelers. Steelers just getting their first win of the season. You'd be surprised to hear that. Being the 4th week of the season, they were 1-2 now. Who you got for that game?
Man, you know what? The Steelers C-Team is like they're trying to get it going. Maybe it's because, I mess with Derek all the time. Derek's a lifetime Cowboys fan. Cowboys and Steelers don't get along. I told him since he coaching the Steelers, I think that's what the problem is. But, and with that being said, I'm picking the Giants C-Team because those little guys, they getting after it, they looking good, and the Steelers C-Team just don't look like the Steelers C-Team.
No, I'm going to look over here in the camera too, and I'm letting you know the Giants going to beat this game hands down by 2 touchdowns. And that's my prediction for this game.
2 touchdowns?
2 touchdowns. Might even be a shutout. Might not be in a shutout.
You ain't gonna let them score, man?
They probably ain't let them score. Man, those Giants are coming up, man, and I'm picking them to beat this game.
Okay.
So the B team, Giants and Steelers.
Ooh, tough game there.
It's gonna be a tough game. But I'm going with the Giants on this one.
You know what? This is normally the time of the season when Stan has gotten the wrinkles figured out and is when he put his master game plan together. So I'm gonna go with the Steelers B team on this one. I'm gonna get an advantage to Stan. It's tough because the Giants coming off a loss, and you know how they are when they coming off a loss. But I just think at this point in time of the season, Stan's got a good feel for his team. So I think I'm expecting a close game. I'm an 8-7 game.
Well, I might throw a hint out there for Stan. You know, since we got receivers that just simply can't catch now, no, they dropping too many passes. I think maybe like to go back to what his original stuff was. You know, Stan was known for run and everything. I don't know if he don't got a new offensive coordinator over there or something, but you know, last few games I saw him play, you know, wide open pass and guys dropping, you know. So put it on the ground.
Well, he got Tebow quarterbacking over there. You know, got Duke.
Right, you got new quarterback. No, stats don't look good. You won for 11 because they dropping the ball though.
I feel.
So sometimes you got to go back to know what original stuff. No. But we got the Giants and the Steelers A team, and this is gonna be a good game and everything because the Giants need to win. Need a win. Blood transfusion win. And everything. But I'm going with the Steelers on this one.
I'm going with the Steelers. The Steelers, they need to put it together. They haven't had a chance to be impressive yet. So let's see what they can do. It's going to be one of those physical games. You know, Montre's guys going to bring it. The biggest thing with Montre is really is his defense. Can his offense score to give his defense some breathing room? They're playing catch-up most of the time.
Right. And the only thing about reason I picked the Steelers 18 because, you know, there ain't no great offense on there. You know, there's no great defense, but endurance to the end. You know, and I think that having enough number of players, you know, to endure to the end against the Giants, we're really gonna make the difference in this game. So, you know, now we're going over to St. Joe's. We got the Bears playing the Broncos 18. Bears had few heartbreak losses. One call for lightning, and last week called a timeout in overtime that he didn't have, so lost that way. So. But the Bears been on the rampage. They've been beating folks, over 20 points a game. So, what do you think about that game?
I think this is the week Barry gets it right. I think this is the week where everything lines up. Barry needs a win. Right. He needs a win. The Bears have been playing good. I just think this is going to be an interesting week for them. But I think Barry, more so what the Broncos is going to do because Barry needs a win. He's got a good game plan going. It's just a matter of executing. And even his players executed this week. It's just he missed right at the end. So I think this week they put it all together and they get that first win.
Okay, and I also think that if you're gonna beat somebody that's got a winning record. And I think the Broncos gonna do that this week against the Bears. And I think it'll be a tight game, but I'm thinking Barry gonna pull it out because Barry got the game plan together. It's just a coaching error, last week, but I think he learned from that, and I think he probably be practicing today, on a Sunday. So everything. But we got the Bears B team game. Who you got on the B team?
I'm going with the Bears B team. They still looking pretty solid. They still doing what they need to do. Coaching wise, like they have a plan together. They execute. They have a solid defense. Need to beef up those points a little bit, but they do have a solid defense.
Yeah, well, I'm going for the Bears too on this game. I'm thinking the only thing to stop the Bears this year is the Bears. If they execute like they've been having execution on the field and everything, and stop making those little mental mistakes and kind of control the penalties a little bit, I think they're gonna be a top contender this year. But I'm thinking the Bears gonna win this game pretty much hands down. Now we got the A-team game coming up this week. The C-team game for the Bears and Broncos. I'm going with the Broncos C-team on this one.
Yeah, I'm going with my guys from Orange County. They rallied through to beat the 49ers last week, as predicted by me. They rallied back to win. They looking solid. They can score. They can defend. I like what I see out of little Orange County over there. I'm liking those boys.
Oh, they looking good over there. And our fourth game of the week is St. Joe. We got the Vikings versus the Jaguars, and the Jaguars coming in from Madison Central down there. They're kind of on top of their game a little bit more. They coming alive a little better and everything. But I watched some of the Vikings C team last week, and I'm going with the Vikings on this one.
Vikings C team, they have some tough guys, but I'm gonna get an edge to the Jaguars this week. I'm gonna get an edge to the Jaguars this week. they don't need to get too far behind in that playoff hunt. If they can contain players, you know, from the Vikings, come up and hit them, because the Vikings do have some physical guys on the C team.
Oh, Vikings will be very physical in that game, and I think it come down to play execution. And I don't think that the Jaguars gonna have a tough time this coming week. Now we got the B team game, Vikings and Jaguars. Now I'm thinking this is the Jaguar B team coming out game. I'm going with the Jaguar B team on this game. I'm thinking rock them. It's their coming out game. They got to win under their belt. It's time for them to keep the winning tradition going now. So who you got?
I got the Jags B team. The Jags B team been kind of quiet. Rock really haven't been talking this year. Like, you know, we accustomed to Rock
Or
talking.
maybe throwing the rock and hiding his hand. So Rock, I think they will come alive. This is the turning point for them, though, the season coming the 5th game, and I think the Jaguars can start getting this stuff together. Now the 18 game, you know, which is going to be a pretty good game because Vikings 18 is pretty physical too. But I'm thinking the Jaguars 18, one leg said, gonna pull this thing off. He coming out of hibernation on Saturday. He ready to go. So I think he gonna pull this off. What you got?
Yeah, I got one leg said in the boys. You know, the key thing with the Vikings, you know, you got to stop. You know, number 39, I think Emmanuel James is his name. Number 41. Those guys, they run hard, they run quick, but as you alluded to earlier with the Giants, endurance to the end. Do they have enough people to sub it out, let these guys get a breather?
Right, I can answer that question. No.
that?
And so that's what how these guys have to understand. You know, the coach go out there and recruit the thoroughbreds, but don't recruit the line, the block for them, all those substitution they're gonna need. So that's gonna be the problem there. The Jaguars gonna pull this off, and they're gonna probably be a slow first half, but after this halftime, I think the points gonna be poured on, and the Jaguars gonna win this thing by 21 points.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's what I said.
21
That's
points.
right. Now we're going to Florida, Mississippi. We got the Panthers coming out of Jackson, coming up there to play the Cowboys. Now there's gonna be some good exciting games up there.
Right.
We got the 18 game, and I'm picking the Panthers 18 to win this one over the Cowboys. Who you got?
I got the Cowboys. I got the Cowboys in this one, mainly because I think they got their identity back. I think they realize what they need to do to win.
What they did?
Well,
Bad
they're a
and bad?
running team. Well, at least they should be. That does play into the Panthers' hands, but the Panthers been off for a week. They're coming off a bye. So, you know, I don't know if they went up to, Starkville last week and relax or whatnot, but I'm in the black hole with Cowboys having one loss in the black hole this season, the Natchez. I think they go protect this house better this week up in Florida.
Natchez kicked them to sleep up there. But we got the Panthers B team and the Cowboys B team. Now, I'm thinking this is going to be a coming out game for the Panthers B team. And the reason I say that because I think they can score a lot of points on the B team of the Cowboys, because the Cowboys are one-dimensional. They got one guy that pretty much do everything. That's number 7. He's all over the field. Even with the cast on the last few weeks, he got the cast off now. But I think that's gonna be a game the Panthers gonna win, and I think they're probably gonna win convincingly in that game.
Yeah, I'm picking the Panthers B team on this one as well. I think this is the game they go ahead. I don't think the bye week will affect them like I think it'll affect the A team.
Right. Now, we went to C team game with the Panthers and Cowboys. Now, C team really hadn't shown me nothing, They really hadn't. So they won some games. But I'm thinking the Cowboys C team gonna pull this off, and they're gonna pull it off by 2 touchdowns.
I don't know about 2 touchdowns, but
What you saying, 3?
I think this is the week we State bring the donut boys back out. We hadn't heard about them all season.
Well, see, he got to stop bringing those, they old donuts, bring the ones that were cooked fresh that morning. Those boys like fresh meat, so they want that donut be, the icing be melting still,
Right.
I'm thinking State Burger, they're going to come out of this game, they're going to be, by a couple of touchdowns on this one. So now we got the 49ers traveling up to Canton, Mississippi to play those Saints. And now the Saints been standing every game they've been in. Just like I said, been endurance. Now, when it comes down to the 49ers 18 game, now who you got for the 18?
I'm gonna say this. This may be the only time I say this season. I'm going with a 49ers sweep this week. I think they're gonna go up there, handle business. The 18 got their first elusive win this season. Dexter said he got a young team. We interviewed him earlier.
So
I think now they got the win. They got over the hump. the C teams coming back from a disappointing loss. I think Harvard's gonna have those guys ready. Coach Roach, he didn't have the camera this week. He was actually coaching. He wasn't worried about taking pictures. So hey, I think that's gonna pay dividends for him. So.
Always the photographer.
I mean, hey,
So you going with a sweep on that? I'm saying there's not going to be a sweep up there in Canton. I'm thinking I think the Saints been right on the edge of winning, and I think this was going to bring them over the hump. I'm thinking they're going to win, pull out this A-team game, and I think the Saints going to pull out the C-team game. But I think Rochdale going to win the B-team game up there in Canton.
Bills had the camera down there.
So if he don't have the camera in his hand, he ready to coach. He going to be ready to go. So I'm going with the Saints A and C and the 49ers B team.
Okay.
Now we're traveling all the way down to Natchez, Mississippi. Down there with Natchez kind of eager, they one of the top teams, in my top 10 this week, and they didn't get a chance to play last week, so I think they kind of on fire for to play some football. Now we got the Dolphins going down there, and I'm just telling you, I'm bringing out the carport broom on this one. What I'm saying?
Yeah.
The street sweeper on this bad boy. I'm thinking the Falcons going to sweep down there because the Dolphins is right at the edge, but their biggest thing they got to figure out is that who going to coach what.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have one person coaching everything. You got to believe in each other as coaches. So I think they got a little problem with that, and I think when they overcome that, they're gonna be a winning team. You can only coach what you can, and there's somebody else handling everything there. So I'm going with the sweep down there in Falcon Land.
Yeah. I'm going with a sweep. I'm expecting the Dirty Birds to handle their business.
Okay, you on board?
Oh yeah, I've been on board with the Dirty Birds, man.
Well, the Birds got new uniforms and new mindset.
Yeah. And the thing about the Dolphins, they've been closed. The uniforms look cool. The coaching shirts look cool. It's just when they get on the field, it's one of those. It's almost like identity crisis. Who are you? What do you do? Do you throw? Do you run? Do you do this? Do you do that?
Right.
And you know how I feel about teams that take a time out and coach like, what y'all doing?
Right. You got a lot of that. You're gonna waste your time out, or at least say something to the kids. You don't call time out, go out and run the same play over. No.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I think when they find out what they're gonna do, like you said, that if we're gonna run, we're gonna pass, mix it up, well, not just draw it up in the sand and run plays. I think the Dolphins be good, but not this week.
No, not this week.
So there you have. You got our picks of the week and everything. Like I say every week, you don't like my picks, prove me wrong and everything. So, but we're gonna be back next week. See how our pick work out and everything. And everybody know my picks don't work out. I'll be watching.
I'll be watching.
Are you watching?
On people. I'm watching. Are you watching?
Welcome back to the show. At this time, we want to talk about, Tim, our game of the week. And our game of the week going to be a good C-team game. Be at Smith-Will Stadium at 11 o'clock. We got the Giants playing the Steelers C-team. Both of them need to keep their winning ways going on. They're just getting his first win, and the Giants been in every game they played in, but, they got with the hump. So what do you think about that C-team game coming up?
Still go with the Giants. I'm still going with the Giants C-team. It's a chance for everybody to see what we've been seeing all season. It's a chance for Derek to step up with the Steelers C team. He normally performs well in the big lights, so we'll see. We bringing the show to you, Derek. Hey, what you got for us is still a land.
He's definitely going to have the lights on this week. It's going to be a good C-team game. We'll be playing Smith-Will, and I want to remind everyone that you can purchase these games, these specialty games of the week, even the show, by going to msusports.com and sending us an email. I walk up to one of the Madison staff and say you want to order a tape of the game, and it's only $5. So we want to encourage you, to to purchase this. Way you have these memories forever. And at this time, we're gonna go over 10 week a rule of the week. And everybody just now should be having their ID cards. And I'm just telling you personally, no ID this week, no play. So if you're missing the card, you need to be calling calling me up, calling Ms. Jones up, get the card that you're missing, or the player card that you're missing. And anything you want to add to that part of?
Well, it's just pretty much you stated out. We're at the point now, everybody should have them, so they shouldn't be an excuse. And because we don't want to have any issues with players, we don't want anybody saying they don't know. So no cards, no play.
Right, no cards, no play, no checking in with the roster. You'll change roster, but cards going to matter this week. If you don't have no card, you have a opportunity now, to call and get that in. And also, Tim, we're going to talk about the stats again. For some reason, teams not getting the stats in, so I guess they like paying money, out in fines, But we want to highlight these players. We want to highlight these teams, that's out there. These kids putting their heart and soul into it. Just take someone going online, clicking on submit stats here, and submit your stats in. It's just that simple.
And when you look at some of these teams' sidelines, they got more coaches than players. Right. And I can't get somebody to write down what's going on.
Right.
It's even the person that takes the stats during the game doesn't have to be the same one to submit it online.
Right.
If you don't have access to do it, even though you can do it from your phone.
Right.
If you don't have access to it, if you do the stats, then get with the head coach, get with the team mom, get with somebody, just get them in. We just need the stats. The reason we said we cut off at 11:59 Saturday night, we want to try to have the stats to implement them into the show. But because the stats aren't coming in the way they need to, we don't get to highlight the stats during the show. We just highlight it on the website.
Right. We went to the thing about finding the coach and everything like that. I guess if we go to the point of just suspending the head coach of that particular squad for a game or two, maybe 2 games, then we get some stats in. That's how important it is to me that we know what these kids do, and if them to see their names in lights now, at a young age. So if you can't get it in, maybe we need to move you off the sideline and let somebody can get it in. So that's my view on it. But it's been a good, exciting show, Tim. We're gonna be looking forward for next week, and probably coming in 2 weeks we'll have our road show again. So we have all the parents come out, eat free with us, to mix and mingle with us. And what do you feel about the road show?
Road show cool. We had a glitch. We didn't really get the chance to get our first one off, so this is going to be our first one of the season. So I've had people ask me about it. Man, when y'all going to do a road show? I told them we're trying to get all the details together, and we'll let you know. So we are looking intensively about a couple weeks to try to get that road show out so we can get everybody out.
Right, and also next week we might have some of the breaking news, to see how everything work out this week. We might have the breaking news. Might have some coaches being suspended. Might have some information on that for next week. So it might we be transparent. If you do wrong, we're gonna put you out there and everything. If you do right, we're gonna make sure we commend you on that. So we want you to tune in next week for another exciting show. I'll be watching.
Are you watching?